everyone. Tracy Huff here, the Confidence Coach with FMAA Next Level Coaching. And I am presenting to you the 90-day game plan cheat sheet. This is the one-page game plan that helps you organize your priorities and shows you exactly where to focus without confusion or being overwhelmed. Now, how can we help you? We've helped professionals just like you 10x their confidence and achieve their goals in 90 days with this worksheet. Kathy Locklear, she is an accountant, and during COVID she felt the need to lower her prices, but with this process we allowed her to get rid of the customers that were wearing her down and confidently ask for the money that she deserves. And when she did it, she fired the clients who didn't value what she did and closed 3 new clients with her increased pricing. And Anne Marie has been struggling with separating herself from the competition and really identifying the key components of what makes her business unique and different and how she can serve the community in a completely different way. Now, Anne Marie went all in and took my whole course, but by the time we got there, we had clear, concise ways for her to deliver who she serves, how she wants to serve them, and with clarity and confidence. And then we've got Joe. Joe started a new company, and he was struggling with the confidence to promote himself within the scope of this new company. So we helped him take all that experience from his past and infuse it into what he's doing right now and have the confidence to reach out to business owners and educate them on his service and present them to make his month. So that's some of the ways that we help people. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'd like to introduce myself. Again, I'm Tracy Huff. I am the Confidence Coach, and I am a martial arts school owner and instructor. I'm also the author of the book on how to punch failure in the face. I created this course, and I created this cheat sheet to help you confidently and boldly build the life that you want and to become the person that you know that you were meant to be. See, as a confidence coach, I was disowned when I was very young. I was 18. I was in the Army. I was pregnant. And my parents disowned me completely. They threw me away. They told me that they wanted nothing to do with me. And if I wasn't going to give my baby up for adoption, that they didn't want to know me. And so I was hurt. I was ashamed. I was guilty. And I felt like such a disappointment, and I felt so unworthy. And I realized I had to find a way to get my life together so I could stop carrying the shame and feeling of not being worthy into everything that I did personally and professionally. And as a parent, I didn't want to parent my child and now my children coming from that place of shame and guilt and disappointment. I wanted to be proud of who I was and proud of who they are. So after spending years on every course and coaching program I could get my hands on, I realized that they were only helping me with pieces of the puzzle. And I kept getting stuck. I would get some success, but I wouldn't get the success, like that moment, that big boom. So the more I consumed, the more actions that I took, but it was like I was trying to accomplish my dreams, but on someone else's plan. And only after I zoomed out and created my 9-step process, or a complete A to Z strategy that covers every step required to design the life on my terms and handle anything, did I get the results that I was looking for. And the results were crazy good. And part of the results is what you're listening to now. So why do we struggle? Why do most professionals, teams, and business owners not clear on their priorities? Well, one, you know that you need to do something different. You just don't know exactly what to change, or you don't know where to start to take action. So you have all of these things and all of these options in front of you. There's so many great ideas out there and so many ways to get there that you do not know where to begin. Or you don't know what you should do first. What should be a priority? You get stuck spending time on the actions that aren't really moving the needle as far as they could. And you're making, again, some progress, but not the progress. And finally, you know that you want to go to the next level, but you're not sure where to begin. And this is different from knowing your priorities, because next level and next step are 2 different things. And we're talking about going to the next level. It's a completely different priority, and that brings about a different set of confusion. Okay, so this is what the 90-day game plan is here to alleviate. We're going to take a look at what is your plan. Now, sometimes we think we have a plan, but we don't have a complete plan. So this is where we're going to take a look at your past. We're going to take a look at your present. And then we're going to take a look at the future. Where do you want to be? And more importantly, we want to focus on how you want to feel when you get there. Okay? And you're going to end this with 5 things you need to focus on to achieve it. The 5 things that you need to focus on to achieve it. So let's get started. So in the past 90 days, and just take that chunk, it's easier for you to remember. Now, depending on when you listen to this, if you're listening to this at the end of the year, you can take the whole year. But let's just take the past 90 days and take time, not a lot of time, literally put a timer on for 1 minute, 2 minutes max, and list the things that you are proud of what you did. What did you do that you didn't think that you could do? Why are you proud of yourself? Did you do something you've been trying to do and you finally implemented it, or you finally got it to where it was getting you results? And then also take the time, give yourself an additional 2 minutes to go over what you regret. What are the things you wish you did do in the last 90 days that you didn't, or things that you implemented that you wished you hadn't? It's very important. We got to know where we're starting to know where we're going, okay? So give yourself 2 minutes to do that. Then you can pause this to do if you want to do the exercise as we go. Then I want you to take a look at, that was one too many. The present, the right now, the quarter that you're in, the moment that you're in. What do you feel good about? What are you confident about? What do you know is absolutely working and you're feeling really good about in your business and your life and your profession, where in your career, wherever you are? What's making you feel good? And then what are you thinking that you lack? Like, what do you look at? If I could only do this, or if I only had this, what do you think is the missing piece for you to feel successful? Again, only give yourself 2 minutes. Just throw up on the paper. Okay. All right, so 2 minutes only. So I've got a timer on here for you. You're only going to get 2 minutes, and we're going to move on to the next thing. Don't overthink it. Don't judge it. Just write down whatever comes up first. All right, that's it. Pens down. Pens down. So now that you're looking at your list, what'd you learn? What on that list surprises you? What doesn't surprise you? Now that you're looking at it without the pressure of a timer, are there things that you can add? If they are, go ahead and add those things. All right, don't spend too much time. Don't judge the answers. Don't take anything away. And then I'll see you on the next slide. So now we're going to go into the next 90 days. Now, this one's a little fun. This is where you get to put yourself in the future. And you're going to talk about what you're really excited about. And if you aren't excited, what would get you excited? So if you're not excited now, what would have to happen for you to be excited about what you're creating? Whether it's your personal life, your relationships, your business, your retirement, whatever it is that you're working on, what will it take to get you excited? And then let's talk about what you worry about. We can't ignore them. If we ignore them, then we're not doing ourselves justice, because we need to acknowledge what is scaring us about what could happen. A lot of times this one is just all around failure. But it's okay. Like, if you worry about failing, that's okay. Because if you can acknowledge it, then it's something that you can try to plan for and have contingencies for. And that gives you back the control. All right. So again, we're going to go back to our 2-minute slide. You're only going to get 2 minutes. 2 minutes to think about this. All right. So 2 minutes only. So I've got a timer on here for you. You're only going to get 2 minutes, and we're going to move on to the next thing. Don't overthink it. Don't judge it. Just write down whatever comes up first. All right, we're back. What did you learn? What is exciting you? Were you surprised by what excited you? Were you surprised at how easy it was to get excited? Right? And what are you worrying about? I mean, were you really honest with yourself about what you worry about? And now that you've put them on paper, are they less scary? Okay, those are the things I want you to think about from this exercise. But now we're going to go to the next part. And the next part is our focus 5. Now, these are the focused action steps that you're going to take, but it's going to be based on, what do you want to feel more of? Do you want to feel more successful? And if you want to feel more successful, what has to happen for you to be that success? If you want to feel more in control, what has to happen for you to feel that control? Do you understand? That's how we're using this. What feeling do you want? Do you want to feel more impactful? Do you want to feel more productive? Do you want to feel more control? Do you want to feel more like a mentor? Like, whatever that feeling that excites you is, that's where we want to focus this. And then what absolutely holds barred, nothing else absolutely has to happen to create that for you. Okay, so in this, like, what must happen in the next 90 days for you to feel more whatever it is for you. And understand that this is going to change as you progress and you start to achieve your goals. This feeling is going to change. And so for me, over time, the feeling that I'm looking for, I want to have more impact, which is why you're listening to me right now, which is why I took the time to create this. So in order to do that, then what are the absolutely next 5 things that you have to do? Again, you only get 2 minutes to do this exercise because I don't want you to overthink your answers. Just remember, every step is important. It doesn't have to be a big step. A small step is perfectly fine here as long as it's a step towards where you want to be in 90 days. All right, get ready for it. We're going to hit the timer. So what'd you learn? What did you learn? Most of the time when I work with my clients and we do this exercise, the biggest thing that they learn is the things that they have to do to get that feeling aren't that difficult. The things that they need to take shape and have shape of in their lives, it's not out of the realm of possibility. And I hope that's what you found when you did this exercise. All right, now we're going to go to something that might be hard to articulate because sometimes we get lost in the minutia and the details of things. But now we want to talk about what is your biggest challenge. Now that you know where you want to go, you've got some action steps. What do you think will stop you from achieving that Focus 5? And this is where our habits come in, and this is where our self-talk comes in, and this is where we're looking at our past to dictate our future. So what you know of yourself, like what you know to be true about you, what is your biggest challenge? And then knowing that that's your challenge, then what is your biggest question on how to handle that challenge? Now, when we do this in the masterclass, we get a chance to work with each other and feed off of each other to answer these questions, because what your biggest challenge might be something I've already overcome, and I can tell you how I work through that and vice versa. But you've got to write it down, okay? And again, you get 2 minutes. I don't even think you're going to need 2 minutes for this one because it's always easy for us to come up with the problems, not necessarily the solutions. But I'm going to give you 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do that anyway. All right, ready? So you probably didn't need 2 minutes for that. The challenges are always easy to come up, and if you have more than one, that's completely okay. But what I want you to do, if you're listening to this, video without the benefit of doing the live class, then I want to tell you, ask the people that you know and trust. And if you don't have someone you know and trust, then go to defeatfailure.com and get on my schedule, and I'll help you through it, right? But you want to come up with one key insight about your challenge and about how to overcome it. And then 3 action items, like knowing, okay, I always procrastinate when it comes to asking for the sale. Like if that is usually a typical one. People don't ask for the business. And if you know that is, then that's your insight. So I don't ask for the business. So action item number 1 would be talk to people who know, like, and trust me and ask them to buy from me, right? To get over that hump. 2, evaluate my process to see how I can make asking for the business feel more comfortable for me. And 3, find a way or an incentive to make me push through that fear I have. What can I reward myself with when I ask for the sale? So usually when I work with my clients, I have them like incentivize themselves, put some pressure on themselves. Like if I can ask for the sale, not close the sale, don't get them confused. Asking for the sale and closing the sale, 2 different things, right? So if you can give yourself a goal, say I'm going to ask 5 people to buy from me. And when I do that, I'm going to reward myself with this. That's how easy these action items can be, okay? And that's just an example. But whatever it is for you, that's what I want. So here we are. We are now at the end. What did you learn? Do you know where you want to be in 90 days? Do you have clear priorities and action steps to get there? If you did the exercises like I know that you wanted to, I know that you did. So if you want more help with this, you can do a few things. I've got the QR codes on the screen for you, so you can scan the one to see all of the services. We do live workshops, we do team building events. We have a full course around this topic that you can access at bit.ly/FMAA 90day. And then if you want, you've got the other QR code just works on all of the confidence products we have, because I am Tracy Huff. I am the confidence coach, and I want to help you be confident to do the things you know that you should do. Because if you feel like you should do them, then I know that you're supposed to do them in the world. And anyone who knows me knows that I believe that I want to inspire everyone to live their purpose, because I want to live in a world where we're all doing what we're here meant to do. So you can continue to work with us in a multitude of ways. Scan the QR codes. You can go to defeatfailure.com, get on a free call, join us in our coaching program, join us on our live classes, access all the training I have out there to be exceptional, be amazing, and be you. Just be baby. I can't wait to meet you and help you achieve your goals.